It is NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams. Should be a terrific game here tonight.
Ed, always a pleasure to be in the booth with you. It reminds me a lot of my backcourt teammates. Actually, they were faster, could jump higher, and could shoot better. But anyway, we got a big-time matchup tonight.
You know, Jay, if you take a couple of letters and vowels away, you can go from Cohen to Duhan, just like that. Bledsoe, and that's the start they wanted here on the road.
Execution is everything. I love the sharpness and precision they came out with in that first possession.
To Leonard. Lets it fly from long range, and Kawhi Leonard. Good on the quick release there.
Not everybody possesses this power, but wow, what court awareness.
Bucks at the controls. And a throwdown.
That probably won't be the last time we see a dunk from him tonight. Maybe sometimes you should send a message. Give him a hard foul. Don't let it be so easy.
Slams it down.
And easy, too. Get back on defense.
Giannis with it up top. Looking to make something happen, and they call it.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Number 21, Patrick Beverly. That's his first personal foul. Team foul.
Antetokounmpo to Bledsoe. Eric Bledsoe, 2 for 2. That's what you want.
The savvy players, they create contact. They throw their arms in you. They even throw their bodies into you. And as soon as you become hesitant defensively, they got you right where they want you.
Brook Lopez with the block.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
And cutting hard in transition is one of the most underrated things about this game. The harder you can cut is the more it opens up the floor to make plays just like that.
Knocked loose. Matthews. Offensive and a putback slam.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
To Beverly. To Leonard. Beverly. Great dish to set it up. Kawhi Leonard add 2 points to the board.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Clippers have it. Kawhi Leonard. 3 for 3. That's a perfect start.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
4-3.
Patrick Beverly. That's his second.
Wesley Matthews is going to get a chance at 3 here for his career 82%. First free throw is good.
Line for 3.
And he hits the second. Knocks down all 3 at the line. To George. Shot from the lane won't go. To Paul George. Going to launch beyond the arc. And Paul George good on the quick release there.
Just let me break down to all the young players at home how special of a pass this was. That was a perfect delivery, and it hit the player right in the chest.
His first effort off the mark. Paul George. Nice pass to set things up. A big finish at the rim. Jay, this is getting scary fast.
If you're the defense, you have to deny him the ball. Maybe throw a box and one. Maybe throw a zone. Maybe even throw the kitchen sink because he's putting on a show in the first quarter.
To Williams.
2 minutes left in the first quarter.
Knocks it down from mid-range.
Tie ball game so far. Neither one of these teams really able to pull ahead. Might be time to put the bench players in the game, and let's see who could differentiate themselves.
Yes, Wesley Matthews. Missed his first. That one goes.
In the paint, you need to finish, just like that.
Oh, too much contact. Free throws on the way.
Guys like Gary Payton would always take ones early like this all the time. Number 1, to see if they'll get caught. And number 2, to leave a little mark on you to remind you that they'll be on you all game long.
No back-to-back free throws here. He missed the second. To Harkless. and they call it.
Those cat-like hands almost got a steal.
That's his first personal foul. The Bucks are now serving a penalty.
Leonard. The hot shooting continues. He's got 12 in the first quarter, including that trifecta.
And Ed, did you see how quick his release was? There was no wasted motion from the waist up.
To Matthews. Fires the three, and Wesley Matthews. Zero hesitation from a pure shooter.
But it was how he created the shot. As a defender, there's a tendency to stand up when you stare at the ball. Offensive player recognized that, continuously moved without the ball. Bang, that's how he set it up.
Williams to Leonard. Not that time. Giannis in control of the basketball. Up by 3. And a chance coming up at the line.
It's still early, so no real impact on that call. But you know that they're going to call this one tight, so you might want to keep your hands out of his pocket.
Giannis Antetokounmpo at the line for 2 shots. Shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. It's the Clippers with the possession now. Williams to Leonard. Nothing going here on that drive. Knocked loose. Picked up by the Bucks. Well, you can't do that.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Knocks down the first. Goes 2 for 2. Leonard. Bucks have it. Oh, they call him for the foul.
Just a tic-tac foul.
Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's got 2 shots coming, shooting 75% so far tonight. And he connects on the first free throw. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair.
Good shot.
Takes a shot at the buzzer. No good. Time's expired. First quarter in the books of this one. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Clippers have the basketball. Leonard to George. Fires the 3, and Paul George, not sure why they left him that wide open, takes advantage.
It's all about creating space with the dribble. Once you have that gap, you can beat somebody in a variety of ways. He chose a dagger with the 3.
And the reward, a couple of shots at the line.
Ed, as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
First one, count it.
Good shot.
2 for 2 on that trip.
Good shot.
Picked up by the Bucks. And he's fouled. Earns a trip to the foul line, Jay.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
First one goes down.
It's like practice.
And he makes them both.
Yes, sir.
Leonard to Paul George. From long range, and Chris Middleton on his own island hits it from 3.
Ooh, that confidence level is so superior. Whenever you start jogging back on defense before the ball even goes through the net, that speaks for itself.
Giannis with it up top. His team leads it by 10. Lopez. Brook Lopez continues to expand his game. Well defended, he still finds a way.
I don't know how he saw his man out in the cut like that, but that was nice.
George Had made his first couple, but he misses there.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
To George. Runner here won't go. Giannis in control of the basketball. His team on top by 13. Knocked loose. Clippers have got it. Strong finisher, Paul George.
And last year, it seemed like PG really had a difficult time finding that next level elite PG. No doubt about it, this year, he needs to be playoff P all day, every day.
Here's Leonard for two. And he buries it.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
New blood coming in for both sides. Antetokounmpo to George Hill. Here's a chance from long range. So the first points for him in this first half, and he knocks it down for three.
Yeah, they really need him to get going. Really surprised that none of his teammates have been talking to him. This is when he needs him the most. They have to uplift him, help him continue to be confident on the court.
Hill. Lets it fly from beyond the arc, and George Hill good on the quick release for three.
They're shooting the ball well, but let me tell you why. They're already ready to shoot before they even catch the ball. Look at their hands. Their hands are ready, providing a target. So when they catch that ball, they go right into their shot. We call that being shot ready.
George to Leonard. Had a good look there, but it's no good. Hill across the timeline. His guys holding the big lead. Textbook defense.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
To DiVincenzo. To Hill. Paul George with a piece. And that's going to be out of bounds off of George. Knocked loose. Clippers have it. George, count the triple.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Bucks basketball. Antetokounmpo. No good. Working it outside. DiVincenzo to George Hill. Right time, right player.
Can't teach height.
He throws it down. Jay, you know the deal. Keep the touches coming inside.
As long as that defense continues to give you high percentage shots, you better take that every time.
DiVincenzo, bad pass there. Clippers have it.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Beyond the arc for three. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
So Leonard has a chance, and he knocks it down, Jay.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, That's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Yes, and the foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Free throw, good for Giannis. It's a 3-point play as the Bucks add to their lead. Deep 3 at the buzzer. First half comes to an end. The Bucks in command of this one. First half, very one-sided. What will the second half bring? We'll find out as we're underway. George, he was all over him.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
All set to go here in the second half. The third quarter is underway. And he's fouled. Very close. Free throws coming up.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big-time play.
Giannis Antetokounmpo, a couple of free throws on the way. Tonight, he's shooting 88% from the line. Can't connect on the first free throw. Knocks down the second after missing the first. It's LA Clippers ball.
I got him.
Kawhi Leonard. Lopez there to get the rebound. Giannis with it up top. His guys lead here early stages third quarter. Well contested. Wesley Matthews can't hit it.
This always happens. You knock down a lot of shots in the first half, and in the second half, you start to lose your rhythm. You need to have legs. Shoot at the pinnacle of that jumper.
Paul George.
Hey, I'm open.
Couldn't keep it in. Out off Paul George. Antetokounmpo to Bledsoe. Middleton. Good offense beating good defense.
Well, they're shooting the ball at an amazing clip, and when they shoot the ball this well, they're essentially unguardable. And Ed, let me tell you what that does for the team. It eventually opens up space to put the ball down on the ground and get to the rim. That's how critical the three-point shot is.
LA Clippers with the basketball. Surveys the floor. Leonard can't go down. Smothering defense. Bledsoe with it up top. His guys hold a commanding lead. Lopez. And the rebound taken in by George. Nothing going here on that drive. Leonard. Bucks have it.
Ooh, I think people are leaving already.
To Matthews. Defense making the ball handler work. A couple of cracks at the line now.
Ed and I want to go home too, but fouls like that only stop the clock for all of us.
Giannis Antetokounmpo at the line for 2 shots. Right now, he's at 81% for this contest. And gets both to drop at the line. Now the Clippers call a timeout as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this third quarter. The opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own. Beverly into the front court. Down a bundle. Leonard. Tough shot. He hits.
Even though the coach initially may not like that shot, now he's clapping because that ball went in.
The Bucks at the controls. Antetokounmpo to Bledsoe. For 3, and Eric Bledsoe set up nicely. Takes advantage with the 3.
Great shot by the offense, but the defense, you can't afford to collapse off that penetration. I'd rather a team take a tough 2 than a wide open 3.
And score. Strong take.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Right down the lane, but the shot won't go. And watch him do the rest. Slam dunk. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Middleton, that's good D. Shot no good.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball, let him prove that it wasn't the D, it was more in his own head.
Defense. Defense, let's go.
Now ready for a couple of free throws.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
Giannis Antetokounmpo has got 2 shots coming. His numbers tonight, 84% from the stripe. And hits the first free throw. Able to convert on both free throws. George to Leonard. Nice pass to set things up.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in the defensive end, when there's a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row, and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
Paul George, 4-2, unbothered by the defense as he drills it. Jay, when you break down Paul George, where is he at his best?
He needs to be engaged. He needs to have the ball in his hands. He needs to be needed. And that's the biggest thing for Paul George. When he's the guy offensively and he makes those clutch shots, it re-engages him defensively. And that drives him to be the best version of Paul George there is.
Bledsoe lets it fly from long range. Oh, he couldn't get it to go. To Paul George, 4-3. He's been dialed in from long distance. That's now 5 threes for the game.
Nothing more painful than the next day watching tape, seeing the fact that he got 15 points off 3-point shots.
Cleans it up to Bledsoe. Going to launch beyond the arc. That one off the mark. It's no good. Leonard to George. Fires the 3. Well, the hot shooting night continues. That's his 6th three-pointer of this game.
And you got to give him a lot of love. He's been knocking down shot after shot. But what is the defense thinking? Do you want to play in this game? It's probably time you start buckling down.
Bucks at the controls. Knocked loose. Clippers have got it. George. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time. Just inside the arc. At the buzzer. No time left. The Bucks in control so far. The Bucks to inbound to start this final quarter. And this one, Jay, not totally in the win column yet, but with a double-digit lead, you have to like their chances.
I love when I start seeing fans exit the arena so early in this game, and I hear people say, this one should be in the bag. Well, guess what? It's never a guarantee. You have to be careful not to slow down the pace of the game and take the air out of the basketball. You have to put your foot on the gas and try to win this game with a sense of urgency.
And he'll head to the line.
And as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
Pat Connaughton, a couple of free throws on the way. A career 84% free throw shooter. First free throw is good. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. George. Deep 2 there. Won't go. Middleton to Antetokounmpo. How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
It just seems like nobody can stop him but him. Once he's found his offensive swag, that boy's deadly.
Williams to Beverly. Gets a look, can't hit. Bledsoe goes to the right side. To Adetokunbo. Fires the three. Not going down here. George working hard on the glass. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Milwaukee with the basketball. Adetokunbo to Lopez. Oh, a whistle.
A simple touch foul.
We have both squads set to make some moves right now.
Subbing in for the Milwaukee Bucks, number 41, Nikola Mirotic.
From the painted area, won't go down.
One of the best kept secrets in the game, utilizing a head fake. Get the defender in the air, crack into him. Don't give the refs any excuse not to call foul. I put that one on you. You went up a little bit lazy.
Middleton, not easy.
And here's the setup, Ed, down the stretch. From a player who's been in these type of positions, eventually I'm going to hit you with a head fake, and you're going to have to jump considering I just made the last couple of threes. And that's when I find an easy way to get to the rim or force the defense to collapse to kick out for, guess what, another one.
Lazy pass there, and it's intercepted. Middleton. Even to Zubats. Knocked it away.
Oh! Some fans should take that ball home as a gift.
That's a souvenir. Substitution being made in this one. Adetokunbo gets it in the right corner. Matthews. No good. That's great defense.
Hey, feed me, I'm hot.
Hat-trick Beverly. Small sample size, but making the most of it. He's 1 for 2.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
Middleton to Bledsoe. And Jay, they call the foul.
Just a tic-tac foul.
Time for some new personnel into the game.
Subbing in for LA, number 2, Kawhi Leonard.
Adetokunbo to Bledsoe. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
It's the Clippers with the possession now. From long range. Paul George can't get that one to go. Defense all over him. Middleton to Adetokunbo. Navigating through traffic. Off the iron. It came out. Paul George. Nice pace. Sets it up and slams it down. Good luck keeping up with that.
Did you see that jump? It was as quick as a pogo stick.
Adetokunbo off the mark. To Harkless. Here's a chance from long range. Bucks have the rebound. Bledsoe with the basketball. His guys holding the big lead.
Oh! Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. Shifting gears. Here comes some substitutions.
Number 23, Louis Williams.
Adetokunbo to Matthews. Yes, Wesley Matthews. He's 3 for 7.
You know, it reminds me, Ed, of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Lays it up and in.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Leonard, he's had a good shooting performance, but it doesn't look like it's going to be enough.
Yeah, no one else pretty much helped out. As a coach, I would be irate that nobody helped pick up the slack. Look, one man can never beat five.
To Middleton, lets it fly from beyond the arc, and the rebound comes down to the Clippers. Leonard. Kawhi Leonard is going to get 3 shots here. A career 84% free throw shooter. Nope, first one does not go. Second to 3, got it. Bucks at the controls. To Middleton. Shot from the lane won't go. Takes stock of the floor. Nothing going here on that drive. To Beverly. George. Kicks it outside. To Williams. Beyond the arc for 3. And Lou Williams buries the 3 with a hand in his face.
Everything looks great when you shoot the ball like this. And yes, Ed, this team does have some issues, but they are all masked and camouflaged with this shooting display we're watching.
And the defender over-pursues, and he's called for it.
His timing was a tad bit off.
Knocks down the first. Second one off the mark. He goes 1 for 2.
I got him. Here we go.
Nikola Mirotic sends it away. The Bucks claim victory as they win this one handily. That does it. For my partner Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to